And welcome to another commute. Bright and sunny today. I think it's gonna get hot starting now. In fact, I've already switched over to my mesh jacket so I can stay relatively cool through the summer. You know, relative for Phoenix standards anyway. Traffic's making me kind of nervous this morning. Not exactly sure why. And a batch of cars just seemed like they were acting strange. Oh, Lord. I fixed my shield. Guess I just didn't get it popped in all the way when I fiddled with it. Now it works. It goes up and down just like it's supposed to. One of those things that excuse me. Not very talkative this morning, I'm sorry. Just staring at the whole world. Figure out what the hell is going on. It has been a long week. It's the end of the month. And so there's lots of cleanup paperwork and things. I'm having trouble with one of my vendors. I sent back a fairly expensive part and they've lost it. It's like, that's not necessarily my fault. I sent it back to you. But of course, I digress because I don't have the little yellow piece of paper that says I sent it back to them. So, I'm not ever sure I got from my driver. But I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll find it and it won't be a big issue. But it's just been one of those weeks where I'm dealing with lots of stuff. So at this point, I'm kind of like, meh. I've been working on my old SV 650. It just hasn't been running right, and it's needed more than just, you know, oil change stuff for a while. So I finally broke down and bought a bunch of stuff. I got it a new rectifier because I'm fairly sure it needed it for a while. Yeah, you'd rev it, the lights would brighten and dim, and turn the turn signals on, and everything would flicker. It's like, yeah, I think the rectifier might be dying. That might have been what killed the last battery. So I don't remember that battery being terribly old, but it was straight dead. So I got a new, supposedly better rectifier from eBay. I got 2 new coils for it, and plugs, because I'm going to do plugs and coils and hoses. It still is wearing the factory hoses. I mean, it's an 03 that makes everything 15 years old, and you can see they're starting to swell and get kind of funky. It's like, yeah, we're going to change those. Well, I didn't realize that there was an upper lower radiator hose and a couple of like little, bypass hoses. There's like 15 hoses underneath that bike. It's like, because there's 2 little tiny hoses in the middle that are, I guess, bypasses through cylinders. I have no earthly idea how I'm getting to those. I mean, it honestly looks like you got to pull the throttle body assembly off to do it. And I'm like, I'm not sure whether I really want to do that or not. They don't look like they're leaking, and they're the reinforced hose. They're a slightly better hose. Kind of like Suzuki's like, yeah, nobody's ever changing these. You might make them decent ones. Hate it when people drag ass like that in that lane, because you get people that just jump into your lane without it even looking in their mirrors. Okay. So I don't know. I'm going to try. And then the hose kit, I bought it off of eBay. Don't knock me for it. I didn't get the cheapest one out there. I did get red ones. I'm a sucker for red, and especially on that bike. The silver and the red just does something for me. I ain't gonna explain it. That's why it's got a red seat. Oh, it smells like somebody's burning straight fuel oil. Ugh. So I got red hoses, but they're nice silicone ones. Blah blah blah. Came with clamps. We'll see. They're either going to be fantastic, or I'm going to be pissed off and have to redo the entire project again. 50-50 shot. But it came with all the breather hoses. I mean, everything. I was kind of impressed by the kit. It's like, no, it actually has it all. So yeah, coils, rectifier, plugs. Clean all the connectors with connector cleaner. I'm going to douse the throttle bodies again, try and get those cleaned up. And then new hoses, coolant. It should be pretty good. And I suppose, check the valve clearances, but it doesn't act funny. It doesn't start hard. It doesn't do anything weird like, it would. Yeah, there's a car like right in my blind spot. And yes, I have a blind spot on the motorcycle. These little mirrors are about useless. Man, don't slow down. We want to get past the semi-truck. No, we're not, because there's nowhere to go. But that's what I'm working on. Just working, trying to get my SV up to running, make it happy. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff to do on my muscle cars. Because I got a whole front end kit to work on my truck, although I may have ordered the wrong ball joints. One of those things where you assume it has what you thought you think it did. And then when you play with the one piece that you have out, it's like, that's not what I thought I think it had. And then when you go into the cataloging, it doesn't tell you anything one way or the other. It just says ball joint and or control arm. It doesn't list 2 choices, like press in or a thread in, and it just says, here's a control arm, here's a ball joint, knock yourself out. So that might be an interesting project. And then of course I got landscaping projects. I'm trying to get all this stuff done before it gets stupid hot. I may have failed. It's going to be 90 today. I don't know. So, anyways, I hope that you guys find success on all the projects you're working on. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'll see you on the next one.